Hello, and thank you for contacting Wave Support. I see from your clinical request you're struggling with comfort as well as vision with mini scleral design. From your information, you noted that the lenses are fitting loose and too much edge lift. So you have a couple options. If you like the design overall that you have, you could try just bringing down this pink dot, just bring it down about halfway to reduce the edge lift on the design. More often than not, I find it's helpful just to go back to a full corneal design. And what I would probably do in your case, since it is a small corneal diameter, I would go pretty large on this lens. And I've got a little mock-up that I've done here. I went at about 10.5 millimeters. And I just went in freeform and redesigned it to get a lens that lines up. I did choose tangential to try to get a little bit more closeness in this peripheral retina or peripheral cornea. As you recall, axial tends to look at the data centrally a little bit more accurately, whereas tangential sometimes will give you a little nicer representation peripherally on that cornea. So I went with tangential, and I tried to go as large as I can in this lens. I've found sometimes in these post-LASIK patients that you have to go almost the full diameter of the cornea, and sometimes those can work quite well. But I did go the full size now. As far as vision goes, a couple of possibilities. You could be the bifocal getting in the way. And also sometimes in these post-refractive patients, I'll find that the refraction is not perfectly predictable. Sort of like a post-keratoconic or a keratoconic fit where you have a refraction that doesn't really go along with the contact lens numbers that you come up with. So if you're having trouble achieving adequate vision, what I'd probably do is take the bifocal out and work on just getting the spherical component first. And in some cases, if the cylindrical numbers aren't matching, or if you're getting weird, unpredicted over-refractions, then I would probably even consider taking out the refraction from here and just designing a lens that's sort of a plano, or starting off with a spherical equivalent. And then once you get that spherical component of the refraction attended to with the contact lens, then measuring a good over-refraction for the cylindrical proportion. Another tool I like to use on all these post-operative cases before you actually design your lens, I like to use this tools feature down at the bottom using trial lens data, and I like to place a known spherical RGP on the eye and getting a nice over-refraction over the top of that and entering the data here. That always seems to help get that endpoint of the optics for this lens working a little bit better. So in summary, I would agree with you, maybe going back to an on-cornea fit, keep it as large as you can to reduce movement, and that should get you back on track. I wish you well, and thank you for contacting Wave Support. Have a great day.